Hello and welcome. The strange days of our lives continue. And, let's see. First order of business. Mr. Trump was acquitted by the Senate. So the second impeachment attempt has failed. Or maybe succeeded, depending upon what the actual goals were for the parties involved. Unknown at this time, as the true motivations of those in power are hard to understand. Though many people profess to have a deep knowledge of their motivations, I doubt those reasonings are anywhere near reality. So, I will try to give a different perspective or a different point of view. It's hard to really understand or make heads or tails of everything that's going on because everything has become so much higher intensity, so much going on. Maybe it's because of the internet. Maybe it's the spirit of the age. I don't know. It's too much for me to factor in any sort of equation that makes sense or factor it out. So, just like everyone else, you do your best and listen to people, listen to different opinions, and try to come up with what you think is the highest probability of some form of truth. I definitely had the feeling that McConnell and a lot of the GOP establishment wanted Trump out, which I guess I can understand considering the ties, the global ties that are currently have some sway within the government. But some part of me thinks that McConnell was just playing bad guy for another reason. There's some form of a gamesmanship that we are not privy to. Though maybe that's a bit of hopium for the masses. I don't know. But I haven't heard anyone say that, so I guess that's new. Democrats are the Democrats. It's very hard not to see them as pure evil nowadays. it's very hard not to see them as like, you want to get devil horns and just like, here, wear this, please. It makes things easier. Here's a pentagram. Put it on your chest right there. Yeah, that's what you want. But maybe I don't know. But I guess I've calmed down since the election or gotten a moment of clarity. Something that, I don't know. It's hard to find. It really is. So, where do we go from here? The Patriot Party doesn't seem to be happening, as probably Trump will run in 2024. Or there's a plethora of candidates that are under the same banner. But whatever candidate comes out of the Republican Party, he's probably going to definitely be more of the populist wing than the establishment wing, because people are just there's a hatred of the establishment that knows no bounds, especially from the weakness that the established Republicans seem to continually show as the Overton window keeps moving to the left. They seem to be no bulwark against that at all. So we just keep going left. It's just a matter of time. Some people want to take back ground, not just keep losing. That's the way I feel anyway. I think the calls to violence, even I was like, let's start an army, let's go. I think there was a great anger, and I think that was it. I think that maybe that time will come, but I don't think that time's now. It's possible that some form of armed conflict is necessary, but before that happens, I think the most prominent point is to let's play out all the peaceful resolutions and let God have a shot to put our faith in God a little to make some of these wrongs right, I guess is the best way to look at it. I don't know the future, but things were looking bleak. That I guess this acquittal, I know it doesn't really seem like much, but for me, it feels like a victory. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I thought for sure it would happen with the Republicans seeming to going against Trump. It's felt like it was like the momentum was on that, and that stop seems like a sign that maybe all hope isn't lost, I guess, for the country. There was a lot of doomerism, and I can't really fault them too much. I can't, because I was perilously close myself. But so as a a guy speaking words into the night or a day, or whatever. It's heartening to think about these things. So we have 2022 coming up, which will be our midterm elections, which will definitely be big. And I'm hearing talk that Biden wants to keep the mask mandate. So, this fight about the mail-in ballots is not over. At least till in 2022, there's going to be fighting about that. So it's really upon us to really get on this fight. I think that is our failing. I think it is our failing that we didn't fight against the mail-in ballots hard enough. We didn't fight the beforehand, not after. After it was too late. And I think, there's a lot of heat put on Pence and a lot of heat put on the Republicans. And it is their fault for not getting this stuff squared away beforehand. But in the same token, we don't know all the specifics of how hard they were fighting. They could have just lost. They might have tried, but just lost. So, I don't know. Someone smarter than me maybe can fill me in on the gaps of my knowledge here. So, midterms 2020 or 2022. So, it would be interesting if we actually do pull an upset and retake the House and Senate, the actions of the GOP, because people be calling for blood and they'd want Biden and Harris out on impeached right away. It wouldn't be nothing. It would be really funny to see the media have to try to defend Harris and Biden, though. I guess Biden being there by 2022 is probably not going to happen. It's probably not realistic that he's still around in 2022, but I'm saying it would be funny to watch the media try to spin that impeachment's so bad. Yeah. But we've seen them do that flip-flopping left and right for the last how many years, so it won't be a shock if they do it. It'll just be another in a long line. So maybe, I don't know really. What can you do about it? I don't know. But I guess that's a bit of hopium too, that we win the House and the Senate. I don't know. Things are strange. Things are very strange. It definitely feels like we're in flux right now. That things have stopped and we're perched upon a thing can go any way. I don't know. But what can you really say about all the things that are happening today? What can you really do? The internet has changed. Things have changed so drastically in the last couple of years. It's hard to really put it into terms. Hard to find your place, and then you have to, because everything now is so politicized and there's so much consequence for making a misstep. It is. You make one misstep and you're done. People are out for blood. And you're just trying to get along. You're just trying to do what you think is right. But, it's you really have to dig in. There's no ground to give anymore. It's not a very happy state of affairs. And I know people have said many things, but I do wish for those earlier days, the more peaceful days, when people agreed that politicians were full of crap and that we didn't take politics so seriously. I remember those days. There was always that streak, the scandal streak that that's always been but back then when the scandal hit, it lasts. Now it's like one after another. It's like machine gun fire, full auto, hitting everything. And I'm just some guy ranting about politics, and probably not as a linear fashion as I'd probably like. But, stream of consciousness, I think, is better, trying to get more truthful. Try to be more truthful to your audience and more truthful with yourself. I could just type up a 800-word thing and just read it out verbatim. But I don't know. I think we have enough of that going on. Enough politics. I don't know if I have anything distinctly unique to say. I think I do, so that's why I'm saying it, but who knows nowadays? Who really does know? My faith in a lot of things have been shaken. This whole ordeal, and it's not even over. I remember everyone was saying 2020. In 2021, it's not. The normal is not happening ever again. Those were nice halcyon days that we were living, but they're long gone, my friend. We are going to be in the shit for the foreseeable future, and there will be sacrifices by many to get anywhere to back where we were, if we ever get there. I wish I could be more optimistic, but it seems to be that was the problem with the Donald after the election. There was a lot of people who were saying, "Wait, this is happening. This is going to happen," and it was like one after one. Every goal or every specific point they put out was just went right by, and nothing changed. Right till those crazy theories about Biden being arrested at the inauguration, which is like pure hopium right to the veins on an IV. I never believed it. I mean, I may have given a little stock that hope. I'd hoped that some of the crazy theories that Trump was gonna start arresting people or doing stuff, something to stop this, but it didn't happen. And we lost. We lost that one. And it's a big loss, especially with Biden using his executive action so recklessly. And that's going to be the new normal. That each president is going to be trying to do as many executive orders as possible, and just taking whatever the courts are going to have to, whatever the courts don't strike down, it's a win. That's how it's going to be played now. Congress is the Congress. Senate is the Senate. It's the same old mess that it's always been, but now it's gonna be nothing but executive actions and states fighting against the federal government. If it's the right-wing states fighting the left-wing government, or the left-wing states fighting the right-wing government, that's how it's all gonna be. Well, the middle ground. Yeah, I laugh at the middle ground. The funniest thing was that whole what was the Bruce Springsteen? Oh, let's join to the middle. Yeah. You like going to the middle because you keep going left. Now that let's go to the middle. Let's be free and let's unify. Yeah. Oh gosh, those calls are inherently painful. But I rambled on. Tomorrow I'll put up another episode and I'll try to be more concise and linear. Try to have a little bit. I just wanted to put up one. So, thanks for anybody who listened. You have a nice day. Later on. Entropy continues.